Warning: you might find the content herein disturbing, but the truth must be revealed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
It's not very nice at all to celebrate a religious festival with so much cruelty. So we are trying to say we can celebrate Christmas with compassion. So that's our big campaign.
Building Communities Through Veganism with Nitin Mehta MBE, Part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Hearty viewers, heb je vandaag gelachen? I am Ebony. I just asked, have you smiled today in Dutch, the official language of St. Eustatius, a Dutch island in the Caribbean? The cheerful people of this tiny island send you their warmth and smiles. Welcome to the first part of Building Communities Through Veganism with Nitin Mehta MBE. Nitin Mehta MBE was born in Kisumu, Kenya, in a Jain family of Indian ancestry that deeply respected and practiced ahimsa, or non-violence way of life. He later moved to the United Kingdom and went on to become a businessman, author, public speaker, and animal activist. Nitin has devoted his entire life to the service of other beings, especially our animal companions. He founded the Young Indian Vegetarians Society, or YIV, in 1978, and the Jain Animal Sanctuary in 1991. Mr. Mehta went on to also found the Vegetarian Societies of Kenya, Mauritius, Paris, Lisbon, as well as New Delhi and the states of Punjab and Andhra Pradesh in India. Mr. Mehta is well known for organizing high-profile events that speak for India's spiritual heritage as well as vegetarianism and veganism. For his outstanding community service, the Mayor of London awarded him for making a significant contribution to London, and Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II awarded him the Member of the Order of the British Empire, or MBE, in 1999. Mr. Mehta has also received other awards, such as the Ahimsa Award from the Institute of Jainology, the Glory of India Abroad Award, and so forth. We were honored to be granted an interview with Mr. Nitin Mehta MBE, where he tells us about the connection between ahimsa and the vegetarian-vegan lifestyle. He also explains the reason for setting up the Vegetarian Society.
My name is Nitin Mehta. I'm from a Jain family, Jain background, and the concept of ahimsa, non-violence, or not harming any animals or any living being is very strong. So we started the Vegetarian Society almost 40 years ago so that people can adopt a vegetarian way of life, and so that we can be compassionate to animals. And over the years, our activities have expanded, and not only have people become vegetarians, but people have now become vegan. So we understand the idea that dairy consumption is also full of cruelty.
Knowing that Mr. Mehta is well renowned for organizing very successful campaigns through the multiple vegetarian societies that he has founded, we asked him about the latest campaign that he has been working on.
The latest campaign is, as I said, we are going to launch a vegetarian Christmas campaign to ask people to go vegetarian over Christmas, because about 20 million turkeys are killed in UK for Christmas, and turkeys are very nice animals who at one time could fly, but now they are kept in close conditions in factory farms, in very, very cruel conditions. They are artificially inseminated, and it's not very nice at all to celebrate a religious festival with so much cruelty. So we are trying to say we can celebrate Christmas with compassion. So that's our big campaign.
There are over 2 billion Christians celebrating the Christmas holidays, and in particular Christmas Day. Many non-Christians also celebrate the holiday on the 25th of December with family and friends over a meal. The Christmas Vegan Lunch campaign that Mr. Mehta has organized is therefore a very meaningful opportunity to appeal to them to try a vegan meal instead on this special day. On Christmas Eve 2020, Supreme Master Ching Hai reminded the world about the compassion of Jesus and mourned the sacrificed turkeys over the holidays.
We don't have to kill the turkey to celebrate Christ's birthday. He never ate any animal product. He was vegetarian. He was from the Essene lineage, and they have been vegetarian all the time. So if we celebrate Christ's birthday, Christmas, we should remember all this. His teaching is important. If we say we are followers of Jesus, then we should remember the Lord's core teaching, that is compassion, love for all beings.
The year 2020 was a difficult year for everyone as we struggled to make sense of the COVID-19 pandemic, the shock to the global economy, and recurring extreme weather. With her continued sense of urgency, Supreme Master Ching Hai mercifully reminded us of the immediate solution that we can all adopt to reverse the dire state that we now find ourselves in as a result of our meat-eating lifestyle.
I just want to remind you of the spirit of Christmas. If you really worship Jesus Christ, you have to follow him by his teaching. Even if you're not enlightened yet, you must do what you can physically to help each other and to stop all the killing, stop all the war with humans, stop all the war with animals. Then heaven will be more lenient with us, and we will not suffer pandemics or any other disaster again. That is the most urgent thing to do. May God bless us all until we change for the better. We have to change for the better. Christmas and New Year, make a promise to yourself and to God that you will change for the better. More benevolent, more compassionate, more considerate for all beings on this planet. Amen.
Enlightened viewers, let us take a moment to remember the teachings of compassion in Christianity and across all religions. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back, attentive viewers. Most Oriental people who live abroad tend to form their own communities and interact very little socially with the people native to the country they are living in. Mr. Mehta saw that the Indians in his community were no exception to this. So he started the annual Christmas lunch celebration, which has become a tradition that has been running for 40 years now. Let's take a look at an interview from 3 years ago, whereby Nitin talked about how the event bridges the gap and brings people of diverse cultures together.
Something we started then was we used to organize a Christmas vegetarian lunch. This is again, when I mentioned to you earlier that I wanted to make sure that we put something back in the community that we live in, and we also do things so that local people, English people would actually get to know who we are. So for the last 37 years, we organize a Christmas vegetarian lunch, in which we invite mostly our English friends who are, it could be your work colleague, your bank manager, your school teachers, people from local churches, all these people. So we have about 120 people, and we say to them, it's Christmas time, it's a celebration, and we'll give you a nice vegetarian meal. So we sit down together and we have that meal. And when you sit down and eat together, all the differences, all the doubts, all the fears that you have of people disappear.
Through this endeavor, Mr. Mehta has demonstrated the power of reaching out and interacting with people socially. It doesn't cost much to act on love, he says, as he describes his success formula. Kind love, warm smiles, and delicious vegan food are what people enjoy. In 2020, the Young Indian Vegetarian Society hosted their 40th annual Christmas lunch. We cannot imagine how many hearts Mr. Mehta and his kind members have changed, especially at a time when so many sentient beings are slaughtered for the holidays. We wonder, how else does Mr. Mehta inspire others to lead a more compassionate way of living?
Yes, this is very important, and I think without sounding too sort of boastful, I can say we have reversed the trend of meat eating in the Indian community in the UK. But not only that, afterwards we started vegetarian societies in Delhi, in India, also in Hyderabad, Amritsar. We also started vegetarian society in Kenya, in Mauritius. So in all these places, there's been an awakening of the idea of vegetarianism. And the Indian people have begun to recognize that we actually been talking about this thing for thousands of years. For thousands of years, our rishis, our gurus have said that the diet for human race is not animals. The diet for human race is fruits and vegetables and grains. And if you do that, then you will have balanced life and a safe planet. So for thousands of years, this wisdom has been with us. But over the centuries, somehow people forgot it. And then over the last 100 years, especially in Europe, they started saying that you must eat meat for protein. So, they started raising and killing tens of thousands of animals. And we are now pleased to see that is now reversing. And here in UK, we are now seeing a vegan revolution.
We thank Mr. Mehta for his endeavor to grow the vegan movement in the UK and around the world. We know that although veganism is more prominent now, we are still one step away from having the vegan world that we all pray will come soon to rescue all beings on this planet. It is surely worthwhile, then, to follow Mr. Mehta's successful formula and actively interact with neighbors in our communities, showing them the way to live the vegan lifestyle. Bright viewers, we would like to conclude today's program with an uplifting song called Peace on Your Plate, in which the YIV Society members took part in 2019. May you have peace on your plate.
To learn more about Mr. Nitin Mehta MBE and the Young Indian Vegetarian Society, please visit youngindianvegetarians.co.uk, nitinmehta.co.uk/.
Compassionate viewers, thank you for your company today. Please join us next week for part 2 on Thursday, March 11th. Coming up next is Sudanipata, Danya the Cattleman, part 3 of 9 on Between Master and Disciples right after noteworthy news. May the hearts of all beings soar with happiness soon. Then it will be the time when God will walk with us on earth and shower us with divine love and blessings.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VE.